Hello and welcome to Trains and Viatic, and as the saying say, this is a Trains and Viatic layout room. So that can only mean one thing. It can actually mean many things, but for one thing it means for us is it's a layout update video. There's some progress and some planning, so let's start with the title and then I'll take you in there. Here we are in the modelling room, and I'll just give you a quick little look around everything that's going on. So, a few things you'll notice and a few things you won't yet is I still got to get just here and I got to get just here, but they should be sorted shortly. I haven't got the blind up yet, but over here you'll notice that there's track being placed and a track bed. So that's a bigger surprise for people on this video. None of this is actually fits down yet, but some of this is fits in planning. So this is radius 4 pico track, and I don't think you can see me correctly there. So this is radius 4 pico track, and let me do that so that I can see what I'm showing you. And yeah, so that's radius 4 pico track. On the whole, everything's going to be radius 3 or radius 4, so that I give all the locals the biggest potential of movement. This area will be radius 4, 3, 2 and 1, because all under here is storage. You'll also notice that we've got the surface down on here now. So let's start off with what do I have on my discs, on my surface. First thing is the small screen. This was the Amazon Prime pickup, and this is for the CCTV system and also other systems. And the plan is I must probably end up with 3 of these. They'll be mounted above the window so I can see CCTV, live chat and something else, as 12 volts in, VGA, does HDMI and composite with this adapter. So I'm planning to end up with 3 of these mounted up on the board above the window. Next thing is going to be talking about power. I got 2 of these fans. You'll be wondering what type they're for. These are USB powered fans, and they relate to this section down here. This is whereabouts mains will be on the underneath and control voltages will be coming out at the top. So we're going to have a box in here which mains go in and all the transformers then come out. So I want to keep mains and everything else separate on this layout. Best practice. But you'll also notice this plug over here. You might just think it's an ordinary multi-block, but it's not. This is 6 plugs and 1 USB controllable Amazon enabled plug, and I have 2 of these. The idea with these is I found on the last layout that I had to beat things in certain orders. So with this, I have a routine whereby I'll say the name of that thing there, as if I say her name, she'll start to do stuff. And then everything will beat in a particular order. So if I need my controller on first, followed by the points, followed by 12 volts, it would do it in that order. And then the USB will allow me to have cooling fans on the transformers, as the transformers will be based in there. So we'll have everything controllable and boot in the same order. So I'm going to pause the camera for a second and then talk to you about my decision for track bed on this layer. The track bed I'm going for is a DCC concept track bed. This is a closed cell foam. I do need to put sticky stuff on it, but there's two different formats I have gone for. We got these which you can cut in the middle to make your curve section, and I believe that this have, I don't know how many it have, 31 feet of track bed, and this is 3mm, which is good enough to cut a line in to feed your track underneath, your wires underneath. And then I got this for large areas on the fiddling yard. So as you can see around, in places where I have multiple tracks, I have just got large chunks of it down. This then allowed me to just put several bits of track on, and then when I need to feed wire, I just cut a little line in and it fits it. It gives me a space for the track. So that's where about we're getting to with that. Next, you'll notice that I'm trying to make a roundy here, and that's quite true. I want this area to be the primary fiddling yard, so we'll have each section, each circle of track separated into a certain number of bays, and then we can have locos and train stored down here. Then coming in just up there, we'll have a track from for helix, and then going off about here, we'll have a track to for helix. So helix is planned to go into this corner here, and the next level of track I think is planning to be about that kind of level. So that will be built in a different style, but this means if I go at about that kind of height, or even that kind of height, I can reach every single bit of track and stock. On this board, everything's going to be accessible. The centre of this board is where about decoders and power is going to be. I don't want anything hidden here, and that's why on this layer we're having the DCC Concept SS point motors, which are surface mounted. There's still a lot of things I'm trying to work out here, but hopefully next month, which is December, we should be getting a bit of work done in here on our live streams. So the concept here is some trains will be on certain loops, other won't be. When we get the computer control in place, we're going to have everything set so that certain trains can't go into the inner loops. So the outer line will be kept clear at all points. For radius 3, will be our first storage yard. Then we'll have radius 2 and radius 1 as additional storage yards. And then I'm planning to have more storage coming off into this area here. So at the moment it might look like I don't have much storage, but we're planning for a lot of storage. But at the same time, this is a 1-car unit. Plonk it on the track. We just place it on the track like this. And then that's not even taking up a whole piece of track. So little locos don't need as much storage. So on a radius 2, I could potentially have 2 of these and then another 2 cars taking up a good amount of space. So there's a lot going on here. Okay then, I know that's been a small update, but that's an update from the layout. What do I have coming up? Wednesday live stream whereby we start the new model I showed you last week. Next Saturday is the Hucknall Model Railway show. If you're coming to it, you can get to it from the Nottingham Tram network. I believe it's the station before Hucknall is the best route to get to it. Then Wednesday we're back to the live stream. So week after Hucknall video, it's going to be how to survive Warley. Then live stream. Then it's the week starts for 26th. Weekend with the 26th. We get in 3 Warley's videos. On the Saturday, we're going to have all the news, which I find interesting. On the Sunday, we'll have my favourite layouts. And then for Monday, we're going to have a 360 video from the show. So I'm not quite sure what that's going to look like, but that's going to be fun. So remember to like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions about why I'm doing something or what I'm planning, feel free to put it in comments. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much. Richard.